Man, it's been a while since I've talked about this show, hasn't it? Hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. And surprisingly, I'm not as tired as I thought I would be, considering that I went to bed like at 10 o'clock last night or something. I think it was after 10. I mean, actually, Before I talk about the show, I should probably explain one of the reasons why I went to bed so late, other than watching The Voice, is because, see, believe it or not, one of the people that got me into watching The Voice was, my mother, because she watches it, whenever she can. And with the fact that my grandfather, her father passed away. I tell you guys this a lot. I call her whenever she's, say, off of work or, I find out that she's home. So basically, before the show premiered, which is actually season 18, that's impressive, not gonna lie. Before the show premiered, I'd call my mom and tell her that, hey, Mom, the voice is going to be on. And so she's like, oh, is it on tonight? Yeah, and then I said that I would call her and we'd talk about it more after the show was over. So, yeah, it was nice. I really, again, it's been a little bit better since my grandfather passed away. And don't get me wrong, life is still, it's still hard for me to believe that he's actually gone. But as long as I keep moving forward one day at a time, I'll be good. Not asking for perfection every day, but a good day. That's all I really need. So, in terms of the voice, I gotta say, this is actually the first time since probably last year where I actually where I was actually, aware of The Voice enough to watch the season premiere. So, because did I see the premiere last year? Not for like in the winter, but for like when they did in the summer or in the fall. I think I did. Well, regardless, I remember what they did last year involving the school bus. This year, Nick Jonas came down in a parachute. I cannot make that up. It was cool. And actually, one thing Nick Jonas did a lot is, and this is something I don't think I've ever seen any of the coaches ever do in all my years of watching The Voice. And I'll be honest, I'm not really like a diehard fan of it. In fact, I'm really going to, until I see something interesting, I'm probably just going to be doing my thoughts on the auditions, which, let's be honest, the auditions are the most entertaining part of the show. Watching the judges all bicker about who they want on their team. So, yeah. I have an itch in my hand. It's weird. Sometimes I have itches on my hand. I don't know why. Oh, it's gone now. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, watching The Voice, it was a lot of fun. It was nice seeing Blake and John and Kelly again. It was actually really funny. John Legend he has what's called the EGOT. It's actually winning all 4 awards: the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. He became champion of The Voice, so he got himself the VGOT. And I'm thinking to myself, because I actually once made this joke a while back, I said, no, what you gotta do, and John Legend, if by some very slim chance you're watching this, here's what you gotta do. You gotta win yourself a Webby, for like YouTube and the internet and stuff like that. Win yourself a Webby, and then somehow find a way to become a Disney legend. I mean, you'd have to rearrange the letters, but if you did that, you'd then have a "We Got This" V. Yeah, the V would be for the voice. Yeah, it kind of works. Yeah, so that's what John Legend's trying to do. Trying to become he probably could become a Disney legend if he wanted to. I mean, it's John flippin' Legend. Let's see. Everyone else is going. I loved how the very first contestant had 4 chair turns, and first of all, 8 kids. 8 kids. Now, granted, like, some of them are from adoption, but, man, what are you... You know what? I'm going to be saying this. I can't even. Yeah. That's crazy. And I don't even have one in my life that's already hectic as it is. My brother and my sister-in-law have 2. And their life is crazy every single day. So, 8? I can't even. So, it was actually also really funny how everyone outside of Blake mentioned the fact that they were involved in church, and that first contestant ended up picking Blake anyway. That was actually quite funny. A few other notable ones that come. I mean, granted, it's a lot of stuff to remember, and I really was starting to grow very, very tired. So there's no way I'm going to remember everyone. But of the ones I remember most of all, that one artist who for the second time in a row performed on The Voice and had no chair turns. Man, I feel bad for that girl. That's just sad. I mean, it's very evident that when it happened the first time, she really is made of the right stuff, because she definitely came back on there again. So, whenever I see stuff like, and that's the thing, by all accounts, a lot of people on The Voice who try and, get on The Voice, they are good singers. It's just that, either just wasn't their day, their performance really wasn't as good as they would have hoped. Perhaps maybe the judges don't really need a voice like that particular one on their team. Stuff like that. But whenever you don't get the sort of whenever you do get that kind of rejection, the one thing you need to remember is it really does, stuff like that really can define a person's character. If they are made of the right stuff, they'd be able to recover from it and be able to, move forward. And I think that girl definitely has what it takes. At least from my perspective. I mean, again, I'm not remotely an expert on this sort of thing. It's just something that I've heard, studied up on, noticed, all that stuff. So, take that what you will. All in all, I forget if there's going to be another episode of The Voice on tonight that's only on for an hour. Because I know the auditions, and that's another thing. The auditions actually run for so long, you tend to forget who actually made a team in the first place. So when we actually do get to like the battles and the knockout rounds, all that stuff, like you forget who specifically made it. Unless they had a distinguishing characteristic about them, or they just were that memorable. At least that's what I've noticed. But, time will tell. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and look it up now. Hold on. Hold on. If I can just find a, here we go. Hold on a second. Darn it. I can't really seem to find a, hold on. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really seem to find a decent schedule oh wait, no. Yeah, I can't really seem to find a schedule saying when and what time it's going to be on. But, okay, it should be, I'll be able to play it by ear, and I can simply talk about it tomorrow. Just like I'll be able to talk about Hot Ones the Game Show again tomorrow. That should be fun. And speaking of things I want to talk about, before I saw the premiere of The Voice, there was actually a show that actually did catch my eye. I just didn't really get an opportunity to watch it when it premiered on TV. So I actually saw the first 2 episodes of it last night. And I gotta say, Duncanville, I like it. It just made me, there were just things about that show that made me laugh probably more than I should have. I mean, if you don't know, it's a new show that was created by Amy Poehler, who of SNL fame, who I like Amy Poehler. She was also Joy on Inside Out. So, so glad to see that Amy Poehler is doing other stuff. She plays the titular character Duncan, as well as Duncan's mom, whom I'm pretty sure to some capacity Duncan's mom is sort of meant to look a little bit like Amy Poehler, but maybe I'm reading a little too much into that, because, I mean, Duncan's mom is a blonde, and Amy Poehler's blonde, so maybe. But yeah, I gotta say, Duncanville, I like this show. I can't wait to watch more of it. I don't know if I'll actually be able to do a thoughts on that particular show like it did Amphibia. Most likely because I was looking so forward to Amphibia that I had to talk about it the way I did. Duncanville was sort of stumbling upon a happy accident. I mean, I'll watch it, and if I see anything that's worth talking about it, I'll let you know. But yeah, Duncanville. I like it. I recommend it. I mean, let's be honest, animated shows on Fox really are a dime a dozen. I mean, The Simpsons is living death. The great shows like Futurama and King of the Hill are gone. You know, Family Guy is, for the most part, not remotely as good as it used to be. It is also on the verge of living death. I mean, American Dad, while better than Family Guy, it's not only gone, but it's starting to fall in that trap as well. The only good animated show that Fox has, outside of before I see him, Duncanville, is Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers. Then again, H. John Benjamin is the man. I think we can all agree on that. And so, yeah, I recommend Duncanville. I like that show. And before I forget, for the first time this season of Hot Ones, we have a guest whom, at first, I had no idea who it was. It's Halsey. Yes, that is the celebrity's name, Halsey. Halsey. And when I looked her up, the only way I even remotely knew who she was because of the song Closer by the Chainsmokers, in which she was featured in. Don't really know where it's going to go from there. But, hey, good. I mean, again, it just gives me not, and you know what? I should be a little more open with this sort of thing. I mean, again, there's been a lot of celebrities that have been on Hot Ones that who I don't know. I had an opportunity to learn more about, and I'll use that as an opportunity as well. So that's always good. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna watch Hot Ones the game show tonight and celebrate Fat Tuesday. Yep. Today's the last day of Mardi Gras, which means Lent starts tomorrow. And up until after Easter, I'm not allowed to have meat on Fridays. Subsequently, I'm also not allowed to have meat tomorrow. So, yeah. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. I enjoy helping make this video for all of you guys who are watching today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Fat Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat with me or lend here, always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Oh, actually, before I sign off, I should give you some advice. And this is actually something I learned at Trinity Pauling. A traditional Fat Tuesday dinner is in the night before Mardi Gras, believe it or not, breakfast. So I know what I'm making myself for dinner tonight. See ya.